Just speak and say, how you guys doing?
Yeah. Very well.
Fantastic.
I have to get comfortable.
I guess
Sorry.
he's just gonna sit on my lap like this.
Make yourself at home. He can sit right here if you want. I mean,
Somebody
if you
is
want,
smoking
you can
weed
part
right
with
now.
You just love Chucky, don't
Smell
you?
it.
Honestly, I've had a little a thing with this doll since the movie came out. My brother had a good guy, or a My Buddy doll. You guys remember the My Buddies?
I had a My
And he
Buddy.
woke me up one morning with that doll on my chest. So ever since then,
I'll
I've
show
had a
you.
little history with those dolls.
Traumatic.
Everybody destroyed their My Buddy dolls after Chucky came out.
Not me.
Their
I was
heads all
dedicated.
buried in their backyards.
Or they turned them into a Chucky. Yeah,
In a
absolutely.
sense, I think Chucky killed My Buddy. After that.
And there was no more Buddy. That's right. So hey guys,
What happened to Barbie and Ken? That's my era.
Barbie and Ken are old school, and you know,
Yeah.
the dolls are taking over now.
I was so excited as a little girl because Ken had a little lump. And I'd have him and Barbie make out, and then I'd have Barbie go to confession.
What the
That was my doll.
Alex, did your Barbie stay
No.
He's a Jersey
I think it's
boy.
interesting though that Barbies they leave the nipples off of them, yet they're still well endowed. Like that's the exciting part. Nobody was
Nobody
like,
cares about the nipples.
Yeah, well, the penis
Look,
wasn't much
Alex,
better.
Vincent, and I, we smoked a stove
At least it
together,
wasn't
man.
well-defined
Not the same
on
one,
the
but I loaned him one of my
Back to
stoves.
Chucky. Does he have a penis? No.
Let's rewind a whole bunch.
He's all rubber.
So is a lot of my stuff. Anyway, so you guys,
Yeah.
back in the start of this whole crazy phenomenon that's come about, what was the process for you as a child actor going into a horror movie? How did your parents get that started for you and like help you deal with that kind of material?
Yeah, it really made no difference that the film was horror. I was a very bright 6-year-old. I had the entire script memorized, all my lines, all everybody else's lines.
Fancy.
To the point where if anyone ad-libbed a little bit, I would be like, that's not how it goes. And
I bet everyone loves that.
Yeah. I remember then they did revisions and they rewrote the script and I was devastated because I had every line memorized. But the fact that it was a horror film made no difference. The doll, when the director said cut, the doll stopped trying to kill me. There was nothing to be afraid of. And also Chucky gets so many takes. It's really difficult. Catherine's husband, Kevin, who created Chucky.
Do you guys know that?
Yep.
Yeah. Chucky
Kevin
spawned
Yeager.
a marriage and kids.
Yeah. Chucky gets more takes than
Tom
any of
Holland
us
did the
actors.
movie, which is
so
The
he
Howling.
gets 20, 30 tries because they have to move him just the right way so it looks right for the camera.
There's 12 puppeteers
Yeah.
operating.
Yeah, and trying
One
to
doll.
get the doll to like flip off the camera. That took a lot of work. Which is challenging as an actor only because if you're sharing the screen with Chucky at least, and I realized this a lot more as I got older and I've made Cult of Chucky, but if the doll does the right thing in that shot, they're keeping it. So that's your take. You have to do it your best every single time because the one time that it works out right for the doll, that's the one they're keeping.
I forgot that.
Yeah.
So the doll's the diva.
Definitely.
All right, a little behind the scenes there. And you have a huge history of filmography, starting back soap opera days, and then playing Marilyn Monroe,
Yeah.
which was amazing, award nominating,
Yeah.
and then going into something completely different. And what was the transition of that like for you?
Well, I've always wanted to do movies, so there was an actor's strike when I played Marilyn. It was real disappointing because that would have definitely led to immediate film. But the town was empty, so I just sat there and took Death Valley, which was a horror film, so it was all I could get. Then a couple of TV series, one with Tim Matheson, Tucker's Witch.
Which you
But
guys
all
had-
the
we had a reunion yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, it was so much fun to see him. I mean, we spent so many we played a husband and wife detective team, and we'd be in bed making out, but we had cat food in between us and the clicker, and it was a mess just to get the cat to come up on cue. But I learned a lot about the animal acting on that show. But I kept trying so I turned down every television thing after that and got into the movies. Child's Play came at the end of my movie arc, so I was, I was comfortable. It's funny though, I guess, you know, it was a great big role. I had top billing over Chris Sarandon. I was feeling pretty hot shit, excuse me. We go into the read, the big table read, and we had major Hollywood producers. It wasn't a low budget horror film. We had the producers of Face Off, Barry Osborne, and I mean, it was a big deal. And so we do the table read, and all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, here's this little kid. I wasn't a mom then, I was just a selfish actress. This
Hadn't even
little,
played a mom yet.
hadn't even played a mom. This little kid is like, oh God, he's really got a lot of lines. Oh my God, he's like sort of the star. Damn it, oh, yuck. And I just, you know, and there was such iciness that after the read through, the producers, I could see them just talking, panicking. They grabbed Brad Dourif, pulled him over, dragged us into another room and gave us actor games to do, to try to
bond you guys?
warm us up. And so his mom gave me a little marble and said, he will just tell him you found it, he likes that, and whatever. I was like, hi.
It was a magic ball.
A magic ball. But after a while, I mean, we started going to McDonald's. It took weeks, and we hung out in Chicago. So by the time they shot that wake up breakfast scene, we loved each other.
Yeah, we were very comfortable
Yeah.
already at that point.
Well, I think every mom has had that breakfast delivered to them. You
Yeah.
guys remember the breakfast that he made for mom on his birthday to wake her up with the burnt toast and the scoop of butter?
Yeah.
Did you eat any of that cereal ever?
No.
No, you never had some?
No.
You were so
I still have that
cute.
cereal box though.
Not the cereal though.
No, not the cereal. I replaced it with Fruit Loops because it looks the same.
Yeah, absolutely does. So you guys warmed up to each other.